Have you ever craved for a super thin pizza with a crispy base and bubbly cheese? So today in this video we are going to learn how to make a very easy thin crust base dough and also how to shape the pizza in two rustic ways. You can hear the crisp sound and see how thin it is. So hello friends, I'm Kanika from Bakes by Kanika. So let's get started. For this recipe, we'll be needing 225 grams of all-purpose flour or maida, 160 ml of lukewarm water or 2/3 cup of water, 1 teaspoon of sugar, 1 teaspoon of salt and 1 teaspoon of instant yeast. So now the first step will be to activate the yeast. We'll take sugar and mix it in water and then add yeast, mix it and keep it aside till it becomes frothy. Also, please watch this video till end. I'll be sharing some special tips to make a successful pizza. For this recipe, I will be using an electric stand mixer. However, you can do it by hands also. I have shown in detail how to do it by hand in my pizza recipe earlier. Link is posted in my description. Now we'll be adding maida or all-purpose flour. Then we'll add salt and start the mixer. I am using a paddle attachment for mixing the dry ingredients, and now I'll be adding the yeast mixture into the dough and mix the dough properly. It is a very sticky dough, so we need to scrape off the dough from the mixer from time to time. And just keep in mind that we don't need to knead the dough too much. It is only that we are mixing the dough and it will become a shaggy mass. With the help of a scraper, we will scrape down the sides of the bowl and gather the dough in the bowl. As the dough will be very sticky to touch, we will be wetting our hands with water and then we'll touch the dough so that dough doesn't stick to our fingers. Now we'll take this dough and cut it into two parts, and we'll take two bowls and put 10 to 12 ml of extra virgin olive oil into that, and we'll put the dough into the bowls. Now we'll wrap it with a plastic wrap and keep it on the counter for approximately 45 minutes to 1 hour to proof till it becomes bubbly and rises to some extent. Then we'll keep it into the refrigerator for at least 1 day and let it rise or proof in the refrigerator. We can keep it for 1 to 5 days. The longer you keep it in the fridge, the better pizza is made. So now for shaping the pizza, I will be showing you two ways, one using parchment paper and the other using a pan. So I have applied butter onto the pan very properly, and now my dough has been in the fridge for approximately 3 days. So the longer the dough is in the fridge, it becomes more pliable and becomes very soft. Now we'll start shaping using a pan first. So we'll take out the dough from the bowl with the oil side facing downwards. Now we'll take the remaining oil on our hands, rub it on our fingers so that our hands don't stick to the dough. So now while using your fingers and your palm, we'll just spread the dough onto the pan. You will notice now, since 3 days have passed, it has become a very stretchable dough, and it will stretch very easily and it will fill the pan in no time. Now we will press the sides onto the sides of the pan. This will ensure that we have thin and crispy sides. So this will thin the base on the sides of your pan. It's very normal if the dough retracts a little bit, so it's okay, so let it be, and then we'll apply the pizza sauce. So now we'll apply pizza sauce onto the base. Now this is the same pizza sauce which I have made it at home, and the recipe of this pizza sauce is in the description box below. I have applied the sauce till the ends of the pizza, as thin crust pizza usually has sauce till the end and it makes it more tasty. So now I'll be taking mozzarella cheese or pizza cheese and we'll be putting it on to the top of the pizza. Please remember, less is more. Now we'll apply the toppings of our choice. I have put some onions, some jalapenos, some black olives, then we'll apply some oregano, some chili flakes, and our pizza toppings are done. Now similarly we'll be shaping it for the another pizza which will be there on a parchment paper. So I'll be shaping it in a very different rustic pizza form, which is neither a rectangle nor an oval. So it's some rustic shape which will be very nice to look at. Now similarly, using your palm and your fingers, we will just spread the dough onto the parchment paper in a shape, whatever shape you want to make. So I am using it to make it as a rectangle, and this parchment paper method is very easy. It creates a very crisp pizza, and the thickness of the pizza you can keep it according to your taste. So once you will make it, you will understand how thick or how thin you want or you like your pizza to be, so you can spread it accordingly. Now we have applied the homemade pizza sauce onto the pizza base, and now I'll be applying the mozzarella cheese. And now we'll be applying the toppings as we had done earlier. We have applied jalapenos, black olives, onions, and then we'll be applying some oregano and then chili flakes. So toppings can be of your choice and your flavors. You can even put non-vegetarian toppings, but just keep in mind that lesser toppings is always better, and it leads to crisper pizzas. And don't use toppings which have water in it, so that will make your pizzas soggy. Now we will slide our parchment paper onto the pizza peel so that we can transfer it easily to the oven. Before starting to shape the pizza, preheat the oven to 250 degrees Celsius with a pizza stone or a cast iron pan kept at the lower third of the oven for approximately 30 minutes to 45 minutes. Once preheated, we will bake one pan at a time directly onto the stone and bake for 10 to 12 minutes till the base becomes crispy and cheese bubbles at top. Similarly, for the other pizza, we will slide the parchment paper onto the pizza stone. I like my cheese to be slightly browned, but if you like less browning, slide a baking tray above the pan midway between the baking so that it browns less. See how lovely the pizza is looking. It's super thin and super crisp. So let's hear the sound of the pizza cutting. You can hear the sound. It's super crisp and super thin. In case you find that your pizza does not turn out to be crisp, preheat the oven longer, as every oven is different. I will suggest preheating the oven for 1 hour. Another tip for a great pizza and a wonderfully thin pizza is to take out the dough from fridge 1 to 2 hours in advance before starting to shape the dough. Also, longer you ferment the pizza, better it is. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Please leave a like and subscribe to our channel Bakes by Kaneka so that you don't miss out any new updates. So see you next time with a new recipe. Till then, bye bye.